good morning. Happy Monday if you're watching on Monday. The time is now 10:30 a.m. I just finished teaching 6 classes and I got all my feedback done. I answered some emails, and today I wanted to answer a question I get all the time, which is, how do you stay productive while teaching? Well, hi, Feedback Panda. I'm actually going to talk about feedback in this video. Oh, hi, you guys. Good morning. So you guys have been asking about booking tips and how to stay productive, and I'm going to do 2 videos today on both those topics. This first one is my top VIP kid productivity, whether you call them hacks or tricks. Let me know yours down below in the comments. I will do shout outs for yours, let you guys be heard. But for me, when it comes to being productive with VIP Kid, I know this takes up a majority of my morning. Usually from 6 or 7 a.m. to 10, I am teaching, and then it comes to feedback, and then I like to do things in between the classes, so I feel like I do a little bit of something around the house or to start my day after, because work-life balance is so much better when you finish teaching and you're ready to go. If you're going to the gym, you have your gym clothes on, your bag packed, ready to go. Let me know your productivity hacks and your work-life balance with VIP Kid in the comments. The first thing I like to do is set up my classroom the day before, the night of. So this is Sunday morning, or this is Monday morning, excuse me. So Sunday night, while the frenzy was happening, I set up my classroom. I got all my little props. I taught all level 2 and 3 today. So these are my level 2 and 3 props. I've got like Dino, Meg, and Mike. They're all laminated, all on this key ring. Best purchase from Etsy. Don't know anybody who runs that Etsy store, but definitely search Etsy for VIP Kid props. Literally laminated, good quality. I take it with me when I travel, but I set up the night before. I make sure I have my water already on my desk. I have all my rewards. I've got my dry erase. Everything is here. So I am in bed long. Oh, I wish I was in bed long before the frenzy. Just because I was traveling this past weekend, I was up with the frenzy, so I actually kind of cleaned and got ready. I do have a video on my story right now, and it'll be on this YouTube channel called Frenzy With Me. If you're watching this as a live stream on Instagram, it's already in my stories. If you want to see like live updates, Frenzy With Me in time, how my schedule gets filled each and every week. But number 1 on staying productive is set up the classroom the night before. So all I have to do is walk into this office, turn on the computer, sometimes go downstairs. I buy my Starbucks coffee the day before so I don't have to go get it. And I am ready to go when the class starts. So productivity tip number 1, set up your classroom the night before. Tip number 2 was to type my feedback. I always type my feedback on the computer in a notes app. That way, as soon as the class is done, I can copy and paste it right in the feedback. My goal after a class is to have feedback done and submitted within 1 minute. If I don't submit it, I'll at least have it on the screen. Priority booking. I had 6. Oh, you are lucky if you had an entire class with priority booking. That is amazing. I think I had only 6 or 7. Why doesn't Starbucks deliver? Oh my gosh, I totally wish it did. I wish it did if you were like an app user and it had like a 50-cent delivery fee. I wish. But where was I? Oh, typing feedback. If I don't submit my feedback after each class, I do just put it in my Stickies tab. If you are a Mac user, just open the app called Stickies, and it can sit outside of your window where you teach. So I have my little teaching window with the classroom, and then right to the right of it, I will have my notes or my stickies. And if I have a slide where the child is circling or saying something to me, I type enough, or I used to be an assistant for a CEO long enough, I know how to type with my hands while I'm engaging and doing something else. So if I say, you know, circle this letter, circle this number, what do you see? While the kid is doing it, if I'm holding here and they're speaking to me, I can type. Or if we're singing a song at the end of a slide or the end of a lesson, I can type it out. But my goal is within 1 minute, have the feedback in the Stickies tab or have it put in the specific student's feedback. What do I have next? I wrote these out during a break, actually. So first one was set up the night before. Second productivity hack is type out your notes. And the third thing I do that's really important is I take an actual physical sticky tab and I write out 4-minute activities, things I can do in the morning that take 4 minutes or less that I can do to get up and move in between classes. This comes in handy if you are teaching like 6 to 8 back-to-back classes and you need to get up and stretch. Even if it's just go downstairs and put some more ice cubes in my coffee, make my bed. Sometimes I will load my washing machine and have the soap in there, so during a break I can just turn it on. So in a 4-minute break between classes, I can make my bed for 2 minutes, and I can go in my laundry room, start my washer, and I know that in 3 half-hour classes, I can move it over to the dryer. And I don't remember all of these. I am literally the queen, and I do mean the queen, of sticky notes. So if I know that I'm going to teach 7 classes and I want to wash my face between a class, make my bed between a class, start my dishwasher, my washing machine or dryer, I will have everything set up and ready to go. And if I decide to, make my bed, I'll pull that sticky tab off. I usually have them on my wall. I'll just have a big wall of rainbow stickies of things I want to do. And once I do that thing, I pull that sticky tab off so I know, because I only have 4 minutes. I don't want to sit and think, what do I do? What have I done? What have I not done? And I will have on days I go to the gym, I'll write, pull my gym bag out, put on gym clothes. And during my last class, I'll write, do feedback, put on gym shoes. And at the end of teaching, I will set a timer. When I'm all done, I'll set a timer for 15 minutes. I have 15 minutes to submit all my feedback, check my schedule. I'm that weird, creepy teacher that will close out all my open slots, log out, log back in, and reopen them, and tear down my classroom. My classroom takes 60 seconds to tear down, and that's it. I'm done. So when I'm all done with teaching, I usually take a deep breath. I will turn on my Google Play Music. You hear it in the corner. I'll usually tell it to play like morning music or music to wake up to. And I have a timer set for 15 minutes, and in that time, submit my feedback, basically finish teaching. Just wrap it up for the day, because once I'm done teaching, I want this office to look like, my adult YouTube video editing and conferencing office, because I do mentor some people in the afternoons. I do coachings for YouTube clients, and then I edit a lot of videos. So I like this place to just look like a regular office. So my trifold goes in my closet. There's a coffee table behind it that goes by my couch. I want this room to just look like an office. So my top 4 productivity hacks for VIP kid teachers who teach a lot of back-to-back classes. Number 1, set up the night before, so all you have to do is walk into your office, turn on the computer, and enter your classroom. Tip number 2, type all your feedback in another, whether it be a Word document, an email composition, or my favorite, the Stickies tab. That way, when you are done, I see a lot of teachers that handwrite their feedback, which is fine, but I don't handwrite as fast as I type, and then once I type, I can literally copy and paste it, which saves me the time of just scribing it and getting it down on paper. That was 2. Number 3, I write out a bunch of 4-minute activities that I can do in between classes. I take those 4-minute activities and write one on a different color sticky note. That way, in between classes, I can get up, I can stretch, I have something to do in between classes, so I'm not just sitting and stagnant. I know it's really easy to just want to sit or take that 5 minutes to write feedback, and that's fine if that's what you'd like to do. These are just my hacks because I like to get up, I like to move and stretch. One of my biggest complaints when I worked in a corporate office was I was sitting for 8 hours a day, and it was killing me. I gained a lot of weight, depression, I could go on and on and on and on, but I won't. It's just a lot easier. Do I reuse, these stickies? Sometimes I will reuse them if I don't want to ruin trees. I do use sticky notes for some of my rewards, and I do reuse those. My favorite reward is find a star, so if the kids pick a number and they find a star, I will reuse those stickies. But if it's something that I don't do every week, I won't reuse it, but my make my bed sticky and wash my face sticky, those are all here. And I do reuse them. And number 4 on my productivity hacks is when I am done teaching, I set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes. And in that time, I submit all my feedback, check my schedule, and wrap up my classroom to make this room look like a normal office and not a classroom anymore. I do keep my day planner next to me because I literally live out of this. This has, if I'm filming for the day, if I have music students coming for the day, I just like to know what is happening. I do use Google Planning as well because I teach a lot of clients and I mentor a lot of prospective teachers, but paper wins. Paper will always be king for me because sometimes parents call and they change their kids' lessons. Payment plans are all on here because my music students pay per month. It's kind of treated like a doctor's office. If they don't cancel within 24 hours, they forfeit their payment for that week. I don't reschedule, and I keep it all in that notebook. But those are my top 4 productivity hacks. Things I got done between classes today. I made my bed, I laid out my gym clothes, and I'm actually roasting vegetables downstairs because I meal prep to save money and to trying to lose like 10 of the 20 pounds I put on in corporate America. Sad life story. So I'm roasting vegetables downstairs to keep me from eating out and going to restaurants. But those are my top 4. Let me know in the comments or DM me your top productivity hacks and how many classes have you taught back to back? What's the largest number you've taught without a break? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!